Good morning, class. So today we are going to be talking about food labels. And can anyone tell me some foods that you eat at home or cereals that have a food label on them? Awesome. Okay, can anyone tell me if they know what a sugar or a carbohydrate is, or what's inside of your cereals that you eat at home? Yeah, okay. So today we're going to be talking about food labels, and those are the labels that are on the foods that you eat at home. So some of our main questions are, what is a food label and what are some of the components of a food label? What are those? So sugar is a very big component, especially if we're talking about cereal. Cereal has a lot of sugar in it typically, especially like the ones like Cheerios and Fruity Pebbles and other fruity cereals, or ones that have chocolate in them. They have a lot of sugar. Now, sugar is very good in doses, and we need sugar, but not in large amounts. So it's important to know that you should follow the serving size so that you're not getting too much or too little of these components that are on the food label. Diving in, another component is sodium. Sodium is salt. So on the food label, it shows you, it should say sodium, and then there should be a gram amount in grams. Grams is a measurement in which we measure different foods or different weights. That's a weight. And sodium is very good in doses as well, but too much of it can cause problems. A carbohydrate, that's something we need for energy. Carbohydrates are really good, but like I said before, carbohydrates are in a lot of foods, but there's also a lot of salt and sugar inside, like how we talked about before. Another thing is cholesterol. Cholesterol is something that is very fatty, and we need that. We need fat in our bodies so that we can be healthy and store energy. But too much of that can cause problems with your heart and your insides. So eating those in doses can also be helpful. Now we have an activity. So there's going to be food labels up front, and you're going to pick them, and you're going to label different things on the food label with your group. So there's going to be sugars, fats, all different kinds of things that we just talked about inside of this presentation that you are going to be doing in a group of 2 or 3 kids. You're going to grab one of these food labels at the front, and then you're going to point out all of these different components, and you're going to have about 10 minutes to work on this. At this time, I would help the students with what they need. There might be some students who can't find the sugar because it says OSE, like fructose or glucose. So at this time, I would be going around and helping them point them out or giving them hints and such. And then after that's over,